Hi, it's Leah here with Southern Country Comforts, and I have my youngest daughter here with me.
I'm Ruby.
And we are going to be sharing our fall home tour today, and we're also going to be sharing our mini kitchen makeover. So let's get started. So here we're going to start in our living room. And I'll take you over here to the blanket ladder to start with. I purchased this, I believe, last fall at a craft fair. And I love decorating that for the different seasons. These little wooden pumpkins, this garland I purchased at an antique store. And I believe both of these colorful blankets were thrifted. And then this white blanket came from Dollar General. And it's super soft. Here I just have a crock that came from an antique store and a pumpkin from Hobby Lobby. And this pillow cover is from Amazon last year, I believe. And then just a throw blanket. I believe that came from Dollar General as well. And I have a little plant that a friend gave me here on a stool. And so that's my little cozy corner there. And I'm gonna span over to our fireplace, which is the main focal point in our living room. And I did do a decorate with me this year for the fireplace. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go and check that out. I have a thrifted picture here. I paid $3 for that I just love. Some thrifted candlesticks with the candles are from Amazon, and they're the remote controlled ones. I love those. Great for high spaces. Mainly thrifted items here. Some Dollar Tree velvet pumpkins, which I love. And some florals from the Dollar Tree. I was really impressed, but I have to say you have to get there early because they sell out quick. My old radio. Some owls here that I thrifted. Sitting on a Hobby Lobby cake stand with some Hobby Lobby fall foliage there. Just a candle here from the Dollar General. And it's maple donuts, and it definitely smells good. I love all the fall scents. Here on the coffee table, I just have a truck, I believe came from Hobby Lobby in the spring, if I'm not mistaken. And I just love it. And then another one of those pillow covers from Amazon. And here I have some thrifted books. And then a candle stuck in one of my copper little holders there that I've thrifted. So I'm gonna give you one more just kind of overview of the living room here. And then we're gonna head into the dining room. One item I forgot to show here in the living room is one of my fall prints, and I just love it. It has all the different scenes in it. And I've had that for a couple years now. And I found that at a thrift store, and I just love it. And of course, our living room is rustic, so I just have a fur throw there and some fur pillows. And then we'll swing around here to the dining room. And this is what I call my foyer area. We have a little bench there I got probably 10 years ago from Hobby Lobby. And I believe they still have those. I believe I've seen them recently. Just a lantern that came from Hobby Lobby years ago. There's a candlestick that was from a yard sale, I believe, and I've just stuck a pumpkin on top of that. And some fall foliage. This pillow, I think it came from possibly an antique store, somebody's booth they had there. I have my old lanterns that I thrifted, and I just love those. And they come in handy if our electricity goes out, which living in the country, a lot of times that happens, so. And I love my canvas that I purchased. I believe it's called Canvas on Demand. I'll have to double check that and link it down below. Just a little basket I thrifted and my hat there. And this sign is from the Dollar Tree as well. I thought it was really cute. I have a little candle holder here and it's from Hobby Lobby. And I believe they still had those, at least they did in the spring. They may not be carrying them right now. And a thrifted pumpkin and another Dollar Tree sign there. And then just some florals and some little scarecrows down here. So now we'll swing around to the other side. And here I have my sign. It came from Hobby Lobby. It stays up pretty much year round. And then I just have some pitberry garland draped over the top and a little wreath that I just added some sprigs to there and used a little thumbtack to hold that in place. My candlesticks are from Hobby Lobby. I just added a little bow. And there's some more Hobby Lobby florals. Got one of them sitting on a antique thrifted book. And then I just have some Hobby Lobby, I think mostly picks there with the pumpkins and some just individual pumpkins with my lamp that my father rewired for me. I think the lamp was $3, so it's one of my favorite finds. Here I just have a box, a wooden box with a pumpkin on top and some florals. An old Coca-Cola crate that came from my husband's family. They owned a store. And this little warmer that is actually from Walmart with some little Hobby Lobby picks there. So another area I love to decorate for the seasons. And this is from the recycling center. This print here. I just love that.
We're going to go in the dining room.
Okay, let's go. So when you come into the dining room, we just have these chairs. I got some covers. They are red chairs, and they just really, I like the chairs. They're comfortable, but they just stood out a little bit too much. So I got these covers from Amazon, and they just slip right over the top there. And this is my photo gallery wall with all of our family pics there. And then some more here. I've got a warmer, I believe came from Scentsy years ago, with just some pics around the bottom there. Another cover from Amazon. And then we'll go over here to my pie safe. And let's see, here we have this old moonshine jug that I got off of a yard sale on Facebook for $10, and I just love that. Added some faux apples, a candle from the Dollar General, which smells wonderful. A little hello fall sign, and that's from Hobby Lobby, I believe. Another jug here, and that was from a yard sale. And they have a yard sale if you're ever through Kingston, down on the square. You might find some goodies there. Lisa Davis has that. And just an old tin tile that I purchased at an antique store several years ago, and I just like to hang different things on it. I love the patina on it. It's just so pretty. And then the truck came from Hobby Lobby, and I just stuck a couple grasses together with a bow there. So we're gonna swing around here to my hot chocolate coffee bar, and I'm gonna insert a little picture of what this looked like before. And I just loved how it turned out. I painted this and had a friend, April Root, she does a lot of the vinyl work, and so I had her print out those letters, the lettering for me, and I just love how it turned out. Here we have the metal holders that are from Hobby Lobby, and I just added some fall foliage into those. I have my mason jars that are from my grandfather, and we just filled them up with all kinds of goodies here. Marshmallows, chocolate chips, and some candy. Some Dollar Tree pumpkins, and a little pick there with a pumpkin, and a smell good candle. So here on the bar itself, some more thrifted items. We had our little pods in those, both of those there. I love my little copper cups. The little spoons came from Hobby Lobby. Got it set it on just the tray there. I love those trays. I like to collect those. And just a pumpkin pie dish here. And I love these. I have a couple more of those, and I'd actually like to collect some more. Another thrifted pitcher here, just have some wheat stuck down in that, and another one of those Dollar Tree pumpkins. Just added a couple things here to the bottom. This table actually used to be our TV stand, and where we're standing at now in the dining room used to be our living room, and so we added on about 2 years ago. And so I really wanted to use that as a buffet. It matches our table here. My sister-in-law, her father built the table, the buffet, and then our tables in the living room. They all match, and they're very heavy duty, very well built. So we'll go here. I thrifted this chandelier here above the table. And here, this little lantern, I guess you would call it, came from a store in Branson. And I just put some different items there. And these little flower picks came from Hobby Lobby. I have a thrifted pitcher, another thrifted pitcher with some wheat, a thrifted little lantern. I love these little mini lanterns. I have a little collection of that. And then a little cheese tray that I painted and distressed and just set on top of a little candle holder there. So I tried to keep it a little bit more simple on the table just because I have so much going on in other places. So here we'll swing around. I have a little gather sign on the piano, and that is from the dollar store, Dollar General. And I kept it more simple on the piano as well. We just have another thrifted pitcher. I believe this little pumpkin came from the dollar store, if I'm not mistaken. Dollar General. Have my thrifted lanterns there. The sign is from Hobby Lobby. And this is just some hydrangeas from my hydrangea bush that I just dried out this year. And I hope to do some more of that next year. I'm actually wanting to plant, I have 3 hydrangea bushes, and I would like to get a couple of the trees. They are just beautiful. Here's a plant. My mother-in-law, she gave me a start of this. And so I love house plants. And I will try to insert a picture of our piano. This corner, we just have our desk here. It's where our mail all goes to. Have a little Hobby Lobby truck there, just sitting on that cheese crate there. Have some thrifted cameras and just a little bit of wheat there. And one of my diffusers. The little sign, I believe, came from Hobby Lobby last year. And if you haven't seen these little decanters, they're great to use for water. And then I just have another family picture here. The family sign, I believe, came from Hobby Lobby several years ago. Now we're gonna take a look here at my hutch. I thrifted this hutch a year or two ago and just painted it and distressed it, added some little crystal knobs from Hobby Lobby. And I actually recently bought this gate off of a neighbor, and I know it's kind of a crazy idea, but I love how it looks up here. It definitely adds some height. We have really tall ceilings in here. And my son had given me this for Christmas, this old toolbox. I just put some fall foliage in there and some pumpkins. Some more pumpkins here. I have some thrifted plates, my collection of rolling pins. And this sign here came from an antique store, and I wish I would have gotten a couple more of those. I just love them, they're so cute. And then the little coffee cups, actually they're quite large, came from Hobby Lobby last year, and I just put some pit berries and some pumpkins in there. This plate is from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, as well as the salt and pepper shakers. The other white little plates are thrifted as well. Another one of my collection of my little mini lanterns. And then I have a rooster here that I just put in a little wicker basket there and placed some pumpkins around it. And this little sign here I purchased from Hobby Lobby. They come 3 to a pack, and they're really cute. And they just kind of add a little bit. So that is the hutch for this fall, and I just love how it turned out. So now we're gonna swing over here to the breakfast area. I just left the rooster picture that I have it pretty much all year round. We'll probably change it out for Christmas though. We have our little mannequin here, and she stays here as well, and she gets a new apron for every season. Actually, not new, but just for the season. I put some Dollar Tree cotton picks here in my tiered tray. The little houses came from Hobby Lobby. They were really, excuse me, and they were really affordable. And they're so cute, and you can use those year round. I have a thrifted pitcher here and with some wheat, a little creamer cow that I got from a yard sale. There's no telling how old it is. It had its little tail broke, but he's still awful cute. And the lady, I knew her, and she passed away here a couple months ago, so it's a nice little keepsake as well. Little piggies, they came from the Dollar General this past spring. I have my little collection of potato mashers here, and I just love those. Another one of those little signs. There behind the potato mashers, I have my little collection of cutting boards. The large one is from Hobby Lobby. I believe the smaller one is too. This one my son built for me in school. And then this one I thrifted, and I just have a little antique cheese grater and a little copper piece there to help those potato mashers stand out a little bit more. My rooster here is sitting on some pit berries, and the scale came from Hobby Lobby as well as the rooster. So we'll give you a good overview of that. Here to the left, I have my scale, and it came from Amazon. And I just love this scale. I love decorating the scale for the different seasons, and I just have some Hobby Lobby sunflower picks in there I got last year or the year before, I'm not sure. And a Hobby Lobby pumpkin. and some more foliage there. Have a thrifted rooster here beside it. And on this side I have a thrifted pitcher here, as well as a thrifted picnic basket. And so that's our little area there. This corner, this bench, Bobby Welsh, my neighbor, he put this together for me. It's a pew out of our church, and so he made it into a corner bench for me, and it turned out just perfect, and I love it. He did such a good job. And then that stays up year round. This table was off my husband's family's property, and it was a mess when I got it. And I just cleaned it up, painted it, and stained it, and I just love it. Love it, love it. This was clearance from Hobby Lobby after fall last year. Just paid $1 or $2 for it. This pumpkin I thrifted, paid $5 for it. It's quite large, and I just gave it a good coat of paint. And I had a wreath that I really didn't like anymore, so what I did is I just cut it apart and just kind of arranged it in there inside the pumpkin, and I love how that turned out. So we'll give you a little overview of that, our little breakfast area. So as we go into the kitchen, I've got the kids' height chart here, where we kind of kept track of them over the years. We have their drawings on the refrigerator there. And so now we're gonna go into the newly updated kitchen, and I am so excited about this. I'm so excited to share it with y'all. And I'm gonna show you kind of a before, and then I'll give you a little closer look. So I absolutely love the new granite countertops. And you guys, this past couple years has been really tough. As a nurse, working in the medical field, it has been hard. But the company I work with, they're a great company. They were so gracious that at our company meeting this past spring, they gifted us all with a bonus. And it was such a nice thank you. And so I decided to use my bonus for my countertops. And so I'm so thankful for that, and I am loving it. Loving it, loving it. So I'm gonna turn on, I've got got some lights from Amazon. That one's not wanting to come on. And I just love those. It definitely adds a lot to the kitchen. That's one thing I struggled with, is the old laminate was so dark. It went up on the back. It just was so dark in here. And so now it has really lightened it up in here, and I could not love it more. Could not love it more. And so here on top of the refrigerator, I just put together a little arrangement here. I have a little pumpkin, another picnic basket that I thrifted, some little birds and scarecrows. Here I just have my mixer, stuck a little pumpkin there, some of my antique little cookie cutters, and some more of my rolling pins. Here I have my Better Homes and Gardens. My mother-in-law gave that to me when I got married. So I've had that. I love this pumpkin here. It's copper. I'm starting to add in more and more copper. This thrifted lamp here, it's really cute. Little thrifted turkey. And then here I have a crock I thrifted. And I'm thinking this came from Hobby Lobby. Yes. And that was last year, I believe. And here I have my noodle board, and I got this online through Amazon. Another one of my trays here. I have some candy. It looks like it's been gone through quite a bit. And my 4-year-old loves that, so I have to watch her. A sign from the Dollar General. And another one of their candles. It smells wonderful. The salt and pepper were actually from the Dollar General as well. But my friend Tony Meyer, she printed those out, the words there, and I just stuck those on there. And here I just have my homemade vanilla. So that is my stove. And then this little, it's actually a candle holder, I believe, or a candle ring, I'm sorry, from Hobby Lobby. But I love the color of these magnolia leaves. It really does look like fall, and it's just so pretty. It's a little bit different, and I really liked it. In this corner, I have struggled for years. It is so deep, really hard to put much back there. And so I had thrifted this Lazy Susan here, and so I decided I'm just going to put my canisters up on the Lazy Susan, and I can just, when I need the flour, I just wheel it around, and same with the sugar, and it just works out really great, and it fills up that space really good. Here, I believe this little candle came from Craft Fair. And you guys, another thing that I love about my kitchen now is I've always wanted a farmhouse sink, and now I have it, and I just love it so much. My husband and my father-in-law had to build a stand for that. This sink weighs over 100 pounds. And so when I ordered it, I really didn't realize how much it weighed. And so I really appreciate my husband for doing that, for building that, and him and his father, the time they put into that. Here I just have some towels from the Dollar General. And I love the faucet as well. Here we have just a tea towel there that says Thanksgiving with a little pumpkin, and then an old antique cheese grater, and I just stuck some fall picks down in that as well. And the curtains in my kitchen, and the curtain down here below, my mother made for me. I just love the ticking stripe, and I think it really adds a cute touch. And just some napkins from the Dollar General, and a bread box a girl had redone for me. And here, just some of my thrifted glasses. I just added in some fall picks there. I'm not sure where this pumpkin came from. I believe it's Hobby Lobby. It's a little cement pumpkin. This little bell was my husband's grandmother. She was a school teacher. And my daughter, well, possibly someday daughter-in-law, my oldest son, his girlfriend, she bought that for me for Christmas this past year. I have a thrifted tea kettle, copper tea kettle there. This little sign came from Hobby Lobby this year. And then the little plate and little truck came from Hobby Lobby this last year. So let's take a look at the centerpiece here. I just love this. I bought the tray from Hobby Lobby this year. I didn't buy a lot new this year for fall. But this is one of the items. The little owls are from Hobby Lobby this year. And I just put a little candle there and some fall foliage and some more of the little pumpkins. Just stuck those in there. Another one of those tags. And then this is from Hobby Lobby as well, the sprigs. I've had this for quite some time, but it's from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. And I just love how that turned out. And so I'm gonna take you in here and show you the doors that are on our pantry, again, built by the same person that built our table. And I just love them. They're heavy duty. They close with a magnet. And then I want to show you this wall that my husband did for me. And we just had some leftover this wood that was from our ceiling when we had the addition built on. And so he made it so I could hang my cast iron skillets. And he did such a great job. I love it. I just have this to hold the aprons and bags and Walmart bags and all those goodies. But I just love that little place to hang my cast iron skillets. If you cook with cast iron, you know how heavy it can be, for sure. So it's nice to have a place for it. So I'll give you one more overview of the kitchen here. And I am going to be trying to change out some more lighting, hopefully to even brighten it up some more in the next couple months. Couple items I thrifted were the stools here. And so one thing I asked on Facebook, should we paint the stools or should we just restain them a little bit darker? And if we paint them, should they be white or should they be black? So if you can, just kind of weigh in on that and comment below kind of what your opinion is for the stools. And we're going to hopefully get those updated here in the coming weeks as well. Thank you everybody for watching our fall home tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good ideas for your own homes. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. That helps our channel out, it helps us to grow, and it helps us to know that you'd like to see more videos like this. So,
Thanks for watching.
yes, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
We see you again soon.